I think we're live. Whee!
Oh my God, we're live.
Yeah. Hi everybody. Welcome to the first of well, I haven't done a video in ages, so this is a stream where we're going to be creating characters for Titan's Grave, which is going to be run by Drew from Drew and Erin Plays. Yay!
Hello. Right. So, as Emma has said, we are creating characters today for Titan's Grave, the Ashes of Valkana, which uses the Fantasy Age system. The books and PDFs are out and available in places. Quickly give a quick rundown of the basic backstory of Valkana. So, thousands of years ago, a ancient race of aliens appeared on above a planet, dropped stuff onto the planet, and basically that created life on the planet. Two species rose to power, which was the Elves and the Saurians. And of course, when any two races are put next to each other, they go to war over stuff. So they started a long and massive war, which eventually the Saurians won. Because they had the help of two lesser races at the time, which were the Dwarves and the Orcs. Orcs were sent to the battlefront, and Dwarves were used to build stuff. Saurians, being very intelligent, relied more on their technology to win. And basically they built this massive empire, and then one day something happened that caused the cataclysm, which basically overnight ended the empires. Even the elves were affected by this, everyone was affected by this, and depending on which race you ask depends on what you believe happened during that time, whether you believe that some sort of god came down and destroyed everything, or what is, like I say, that all depends on what. No one actually 100% knows for sure what happened. After the cataclysm, there were new races were introduced, which I believe it says in the book were humans, beast folk, gnomes, and halflings suddenly all appeared. I don't know why it mentions beast folk, because they're not a playable character, which seems really weird.
I was going to say,
yeah,
that would be awesome to be a beast folk. Yeah.
I noticed that this morning that it mentions beast folks are a race, so I'm guessing that's something that might come out later. So basically more races came about, everyone went nice and peaceful. Magic was discovered, basically by the elves, discovered magic around about this time period, and then there was another massive war in which the Prophet Dewan rose up and basically said technology and magic and the combination of those two things together is really bad. No one took us serious at first, but then fires started, and everyone sort of signed on to join against her, or to join with her or against her, and there was the Chaos Wars, which again was another massive war. This one lasted for about 100 years, 116 years. This massive war raged on, and eventually the Prophet Dewan died or got killed and was defeated, and she was seen as evil, and the heroes who defeated her were seen as good, and everything went back, and it's been about 400 years since then, and now we start the game at this point. 400 years of where there's been lots of rebuilding, relative peace has existed during this time, but certain things are starting to come about now, which is where we start the campaign. So we are going to go through character creation today, and by the end of this, hopefully everyone will have a character, and hopefully all of the characters will be nicely tied together, and we might do the very first little bit of things, which is technically part of character creation. So, don't really know the best way of getting to this, but let's just get stuck in and get sorted. So the first thing that the book recommends to you, we're going in the Fantasy Age book at the moment, because it's where you create do all the character creation. So I did send PDFs to everyone. I'm guessing everyone's got them.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've read it all, but I've got the PDF open now.
Cool. So if we go to page 8, that's where character creation begins. Just if you want to follow along.
I'm so glad I went and fetched my phone.
It says making a character, 9 easy steps. I don't think it's going to be easy.
I have a nice book. Cool. So creating your character, the first thing you want to do is you want to come up with your character concept. So largely this is, who is your character? What is the basis of your character? it should just be like a quick, short sentence, something along the lines of a street urchin who will do anything to survive, a refugee whose village was sacked and destroyed. Just have some sort of idea of like what your character is. Once you've got that in mind, we can start moving on to the next bit, which is determining abilities. We'll do this all together, so we're going to do a lot of dice rolling now. So for each one of your abilities, I believe there's 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, you need to roll 3d6. We're going to do this the D&D way of things. I believe it says you can do it in here, but basically roll the dice 9 times, 3d6 9 times, add the numbers up, and note down what numbers that you roll. We are rolling real natural dice, I believe, for the most part. I think everyone is. Yes.
I will be doing dice rolling app on my phone because
that's fine.
I'm in bed, so you can't see.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm happy with you guys rolling dice, doing however you want to do. I'm going to trust you guys with.
Erin.
My dice have question marks instead
So
of
it's
ones.
9 3d6s.
Yeah, 9 3d6 rolls, and note down the numbers, and then you will assign them to your abilities as the next way of doing it. So this will be
+1 +1. That's 9, 13.
Yeah, 14.
9 and 11.
This is where all of the people who are watching the stream or watching this later on are going to really love the fact that we decided to do real nice dice rolls.
Oh, good. A 6.
Come on, numbers. 14.
14 as well. 15. I got a what's that's 17. I don't even know how to roll dice anymore.
13.
Oh my god, these dice.
Lots of rolling. See, Rebecca, you can see what you roll, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
That was my plan. I'm just kind of rolling it and then
that was a good roll.
to show that I'm not cheating.
I trust you.
That's alright. It's for the audience.
Is this because you usually play the dodgy character?
Yeah.
Potentially, though I am planning on playing basically the most irritating
Right, I think
moral
I'm done.
prick in the universe. Because it's my turn. So we have Emma's. 2, 6, 7, 8. No, 2 more.
Come on, 6.
Is that 9, right?
6.
I have 9 numbers.
You get to see mine, but I don't know if you can see it. Oh wow, it's like
nice.
it's like reverse. I don't
17.
understand. Why is it reverse?
It's a reverse
Because
T.
it's a mirror universe.
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
you can click to show it. It won't actually broadcast that way. Broadcast the right way around. But if you've got that hangout toolbox, you can set it so it mirrors it the right way around.
My hangout toolbox is made of fail, so
These are my numbers.
We'll get it worked out eventually.
right. We have our numbers, I think.
Okie dokie. So if we look at page 10 of the rulebook, there is a chart at the top that says determining abilities. In each one of your abilities, you need to use one of those numbers to match it against the chart to see which your starting ability number is. So if you rolled an 11, for example, that would be a 1. This works in the same way that D&D uses like the ability modifiers. This just gets rid of having like an ability modifier and an ability number because the ability number tends to be useless once you're done.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Very
and the
true.
distribution is a bit more in our favour than D&D, which is nice because I rolled poo.
I rolled really, really well. Apart from
I actually roll pretty well.
I'm
Sort of
pretty
like
happy with
between
that.
most of them are 2s or 3s. So for the
I will allow if someone wants to, if they want to make one re-roll of their numbers, I will allow it.
My lowest is a 6. I'm quite sure I can get some comedy value out of that.
Yeah, I have a 5 and a 6 in here, so I'm gonna.
Aw.
do we put these into the boxes on our sheet yet?
Yes, the big boxes.
Do we put the actual numbers like the 13 or 12?
No,
or
no, no.
just
The 13 and 12. Just the
Ignore them.
starting ability number.
Right. Okay.
Cool. Which page did you want us to go to, Drew? It's taking me this long to get my.
Sorry,
PDF on my
it's
phone.
at the top of page 10
10.
that you want to be looking at.
You've got like accuracy, communication, constitution, dex, fighting,
Yeah, that's on the
intelligence,
page 9.
perception, strength,
Cool.
willpower. And then you put them into
That's the table. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be a ranger, so I am. Actually, no, I didn't know if I was going to go for ranger or battle mage, but I'm actually thinking ranger. So
There was quite a few of us kind of mulling the magic around because there's only
right.
three
In which
or four
case, I'll
classes,
stay
aren't
out
there?
of the magic-y stuff, and then I'll try and figure out how on earth I'm going to distribute these stupid points. Right, I'm not going to be as good as a community.
Right, what's my lowest?
1 for that.
What's everyone thinking of playing then?
I'm thinking, well, the sentence I came up with is abused ranger seeking new life. So,
Cool.
someone who's moved away from where they used to be.
Well, I already made a character for this, and I've decided to make another one. My previous character was Bernard Black, and Blackfoot style wizard. So he'd had a bookshop, but his bookshop had been blown up, and he was traveling, and was very angry. Also brutally alcoholic, and I spent all of my starting money on wine, which was great. So for this, I don't know what I want to be. I think I'll probably end up being a bard of some kind.
No shit.
I mean, bard. There's no bards in this, but I'm going to make a bard.
Somehow.
In some way.
Work out.
Somehow.
I would imagine
Something
that would be
bardy.
some sort of the rogue class is going to be the closest to a bard, unless you're getting the swashbuckling sword fighting rogue.
I could be swashbuckling.
Buckle swashes.
Buckle swashing.
Well, I suppose
Swashbles.
it's fantasy. It's fantasy sci-fi or sci-fi fantasy, so you could go for the Han Solo type rogue.
I'm happy as long as I get to have a space bow.
I believe space bows are a
Yeah, so
thing.
you're definitely going to be a dex-based character then.
Well, I've gone for. Well, I had 3 threes, so I went for accuracy, dex, and perception because those really work well for rangers. And I'm shite at fighting and communication, but not so shite.
Oh right, yeah, looking at what class you're going to be and then just making decisions that way instead of doing it based on
Where's
your
the
character
class bit?
background.
Well,
Do we have a class thing somewhere?
it's
What?
a few steps on, but
Oh,
warriors use fighting and strength, and rogues use accuracy and dexterity, I think.
Which is pretty normal, and then obviously your magic users use intelligence,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Oh,
Let's
if you want
have
to be
a
good at
zero
drinking,
in
Really.
intelligence.
if you want to be good at drinking, deck constitution is what you want.
So if nobody else is going for like strong fighty types, I will go for an actual warrior.
Wait, have I used all?
It's up to you. If you want to do the actual warrior, I'm more happy to do that because my concept can go either way. It can go
Yeah.
battle mage or full warrior if you want to.
Oh,
do full
yeah.
warrior.
That way too. So my
Definitely
concept
put
is
0 in willpower.
a blacksmith who makes weapons out of the ether and has decided to start fighting with them, and I can sort of do that as a warrior or as a rogue.
I would say you're probably more the fighter from that description.
Yeah, but
Oh.
the thing is, it's dual wielding, and dual wielding is kind of.
I'm wondering whether or not my character's going to be the warrior class or the rogue because.
Play rogue. You never play rogue.
Yeah, but I don't know if it works with the character concept. So
You're a ranger.
It depends
Because-
what style of ranger are you. Are you wanting to stay away from combat? In which case, let's have a quick look at what. Because I don't actually know what
rogue gets like communication and stuff, and I'm not good at communication. Whereas actually, for most of them, the primary abilities like accuracy, communication, dex, and perception, they've all got pretty much threes already. But I don't think, as in terms of the way it looks like they're talking about the concept, like the classic trickster. She's not a trickster, so I'm wondering how that would work.
look. I would say probably depending, like, what type of ranger would you be? Would you be more a sword fighting ranger or a bow fighting ranger?
Bow.
Yeah, you'd want rogue.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm basically kind of got scout based one, so I would probably be the main scout, but also sort of the one that could.
You can do a scouty sort of rogue, I think.
Yeah.
I'm a nice rogue. I'm not a dodgy one.
Well, just because you're a rogue doesn't mean you have to be dodgy.
You met my wife.
Just because I play dodgy rogues doesn't mean your rogue has to be dodgy. That'd be interesting if you played something dodgy for a change.
Right.
Yeah, are we going through this in order? Because like it's race and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Right. Have we all got our things in the boxes yet?
No, but I'll work through it.
Yeah, I've picked mine.
Okay. This is where we're going to have to start doing things a little bit one at a time. So I'll start with Emma because we've been talking about her character a little bit already. So we're going to do race now. So everyone obviously listen in and decide what you want. So the available races are Dwarf, Elf, Gnome, Halfling, Human, Orc, and Saurian. You can also do a half-breed of any of those. I'd like it if everyone didn't turn around and go, I want to be half this, half that. If there were some pure breeds, that would be great, but I can't stop you, technically speaking.
I had considered previously doing half elf, but actually I want to go human still. So I've done dodgy hobbit rogue before, but I do human ranger. So I'll do human.
Excellent. Right. So the way humans work, let's see what it gives you. So playing a human, if you choose to play a human, modify your character as follows. Add 1 to your fighting ability. Pick one of the following ability focuses. So, just so everyone is aware, ability focuses are things that you can have under your abilities that you are better at. So, if you do, for example, Constitution drinking is an ability focus. If you have that, you add 2 to your roll because you are better at drinking than you are trained in the art of drinking. Is the way it works. So you can pick one of the following ability focuses: dexterity riding or constitution swimming.
Oh, I don't know. Should I have a horse or swim?
Doesn't have to be a horse necessarily.
Oh, I could have a motorbike. Yeah, I'm going to have a dex riding. Where do I put this?
Okay, so under dexterity, just put riding.
Okay, yeah.
I think you've got the big character sheet.
Yeah, got it. Done.
Cool. Your speed is 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
Ooh, yeah.
Or 10 plus your dexterity, I should say.
Yeah.
You can speak and read in common tongue.
Do I have it anywhere?
I don't think there's a particular place on the character sheet necessarily. I don't know which. I've not really seen your character sheet. I've got one in the back of the book. Because I've got slightly different ones. No, just note down somewhere, like, just on the back of it or something.
I've written it, yeah.
Cool. And then you get to roll twice on the table for additional benefits. Roll 2d6 and add the dice together. If you get the same result, let me know.
2d6. I've got 7.
Plus 1 constitution.
Ooh. Right, that's a 3.
And then roll again.
2.
Plus 1 intelligence.
Win! I'm like totally awesome now.
Cool.
I'm an intelligent ranger.
That's you up to date. Right, who are we doing next? Let's do Chris.
Hello.
What race do you want to be?
I am going to be a halfling, because that will give me plus 1 to my dexterity, and it will make me good at bargaining.
Yep, so note those things down if you want to add those in.
Yeah. And bargaining is good as a former blacksmith merchant person.
Yep. Your speed is equal to 8 plus dexterity.
Yes, which is 11. Can speak and read halfling, which is useful.
Yep. And then roll twice on the benefits.
Yes, so got a 5, which is
free dexterity initiative, focus dexterity initiative.
Hooray. Initiative. And 8.
I'm taking that opportunity
Which
to
is
roll,
plus
given how many
communication.
heroes are on my sheet.
You're good at talking.
You are the talky person, and that's you done. Let's jump to Rebecca.
Cool. I am going to be the mage.
We need to do race.
We're doing race
Not
first.
Okay. Basically, the concept is for a fallen debutante. So my initial thought was that's basically either got to be a full human or a full elf, but I'm not as strong on the setting as to which one.
Okay, if you want to go proper debutante, the two like eldest living races, you want to do that posh guy, don't you?
The posh guy, but then just everything went to shit.
Cool. You'll probably want to be Saurian or elf.
I'll go for elf because I have a feeling I know a lot of people wanted to play Saurians, so I will go for elf.
Cool. So yeah, basically because they're the two like elder races, they've had the most advantages. That's why you'd be one of those two. Cool. So playing an elf. If you choose to play an elf, modify your character as follows: add 1 to your dexterity.
Cool.
Pick one of the following abilities.
That's way more dexterity than I was planning on having, but sure.
Pick one. Pick one of the following ability focuses. Intelligence, natural law, or perception, seeing.
I think I will go for natural law, so it's intelligence, natural law.
Yes.
And where do the focuses go?
If you've got one of the big things like Emma does, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you know under your intelligence, natural law, just in the big box.
And I assume that's LORE.
Yes.
Cool.
You have dark sight, which allows you to see up to 20 yards in darkness without a source of light.
Cool.
I suppose that would be under
powers
and talents and stuff. Cool. Your speed is equal to 12 plus your dexterity.
That's 13.
You can speak and read Elven and the Common Tongue.
Yeah.
And then if you roll 2d6 twice, and you'll get some benefits.
Cool. So 2d6.
Yeah.
So that is a 8.
8 gives you +1 accuracy.
Okay. And the second time, that is 9.
9 would give you focus, dexterity, initiative. So write initiative under dexterity. Cool, and then I believe we've just got Erin left for race.
Yeah, we do.
Cool, what race are you playing, Erin?
Can I be a half-breed?
You can be a half-breed.
Will you whinge at me? No. Excellent. Can I be half Saurian, half Halfling?
Sorry, you want to be half Saurian, half Halfling?
What?
Yeah. I just want to... I want to be Halfling, but I was like, no, I want to be kind of lizardy as well, so...
Be a tiny lizard.
Tiny lizard. I want to be a tiny lizard.
So the way half-breed works is you pick one as your primary race, and you'll get all the benefits of that, and then you'll get one roll on the benefit table for that race, and then one roll on the benefit table for the other race.
Oh, right, okay.
So are you more Saurian or more Halfling?
I'm going to say more Halfling?
Cool,
Yeah,
so
no.
we'll do the Halfling first. You add 1 to your dexterity.
Yep.
Pick one of the following ability focuses: communication, bargaining, or dexterity, stealth.
Dexterity stealth?
Cool. Your speed is equal to 8 plus dexterity.
Okay.
You can speak and read Halfling and the Common Tongue.
Cool.
And then, can you roll a 2d6 for the Halfling benefit?
7.
+1 communication.
Cool.
And then, if we go
It's
to
all
the time,
coming up great for the bard.
and then, can you roll on the Saurian benefit table, please?
Let me see. Ready. 6, 7, 8.
8 plus 1 intelligence.
Yeah.
You're not a
That's
stupid
great.
tiny lizard.
Stupid kind of.
Cool.
It's quite low actually.
Right, so everyone now has race. And we shall move on to the next step. So, backgrounds. Cool. So, backgrounds are sort of more a character option-y thing that you can do. There is ways of rolling it on a table. For the most part, I'm going to do the rolls on the table. So it would determine your whether you are higher, lower, upper class, middle class, lower class, or outsider. If you have a character concept that fits a particular one, as long as you can make a story reason why it has to be that one, obviously Rebecca being will obviously be upper class. She has good reason to be upper class.
In terms of
either upper class or outcast is fine for the concept.
Or whatever, but
Outcast is completely legitimate choice for this concept.
in terms of upper class, as humans, do humans have any upper class kind of families at all?
Yes, they do. Like all of the races at this point are they're more equal. It's just probably Saurians and Elves for the most part. They've been around longer, and Orcs and Dwarves have served under Saurians. So Saurians will be a bit like Orcs and Dwarves will kind of resent Saurians a little bit, and be like, for obvious reasons. But yeah, everyone sort of has like upper classes and stuff. So if you are an upper class human, you are upper class.
I have a reason why possibly I could be upper class.
Right.
And I don't know if I can actually. It's part of the background that I've written, but I don't know whether or not it would work for upper or middle.
Okay, if you're happy saying it in front of everyone, say it in front of everyone. If not, message me either privately on private message me on Facebook if you.
Yeah, you can do everyone else whilst you're doing that if you want.
Cool. Is there anyone else who wants particular?
Yes. Cherry used to be a blacksmith before she worked out how to make weapons out of magic, so I'm just going to go with tradesperson.
Okay, so so in lower caste tradesperson.
Yes.
Cool. You sort yourself out with that.
I don't know what I want to be.
Can I double up on a focus or not?
No.
Okay, in which case I now have intelligent evaluation.
Which is also a good skill if you were a blacksmith.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Is there anyone else who had particular wants in upper, lower, outside?
No.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just reading through the more specific descriptions.
Yes, that's fine.
There's a few different ones that could play very well with the concept. So.
Right. Well, I'll go to Erin because she wants to.
I don't really know what I want to do. I don't know. Outside would make sense for a weird little halfling, Saurian. But I don't really. I'm quite happy to roll on it.
If you want to roll on it, it probably makes your character a little bit more interesting. It kind of depends on what because you could argue that you would also be an artist, which is in lower class, or I mean, any one of the ones you roll, there is a way of doing it.
Yeah. Let me roll on it. It'll be interesting.
Okay, so roll 1d6. This will tell me what your social class is.
4.
You are middle class.
Middle class.
And then if you roll 1d6 again.
I've got a 3.
Innkeeper.
Excellent.
Which allows you to choose between 2 focuses: communication, bargaining, which I believe you already have.
No, did I get both of them?
No, you get one or the other. No, you get one or the other.
I got Dex Stealth.
Cool, right, so there's communication, bargaining, or perception, empathy.
Have a message from me.
Right, I will check Facebook for messages. Yep, I have message.
I'm an innkeeper. Excellent.
Oh, I'm really torn.
Think sort of Arya Stark, but not with playing around with swords. More playing around with bows.
Right, yeah, you would be. I'm trying not to read it out loud.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right.
I'll read what my little innkeeper description says while you do that. So, you run or work at an inn, obviously. You know what's needed to keep an inn running and the customers happy, or at least happy enough to pay for services rendered. Your inn's long-term survival often relies on your ability to spot trouble before it happens. Sometimes by turning people away you have a bad feeling about. Sometimes by making friends you can rely on for support. So, I mean, we could always start the adventure,
So
I guess.
when we all randomly meet in a tavern, it can be your
It could
tavern.
be my tavern! Yay!
You know, shouldn't we do that traditional role-playing thing? Emma.
Mhm.
Yes, that's fine.
5 gold in a party, Drew. 5 gold in a party.
There'll be 5 gold. I'm sure it will happen. Okay, yes, Emma, you can be upper class.
When? Probably going to have penalties for those because of the background. I won't have access to some of the stuff. Really.
Well, you'll still have some. You'll still have some stuff from your, because it's more where your character came from before.
Yeah.
So yeah. Do you want to roll? Just roll 1d6 on the upper class backgrounds.
3?
Noble. You come from a noble thing.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So communication etiquette.
Okay, that makes that
communication.
a lot easier for me.
Communication and etiquette. I've got to say, you know, given the background I've just sent you, right.
That
where's
makes
the
it a lot
noble?
easier choice for me because I was either going to go for noble or exile. So if Emma's definitely still noble, but I'm going to go for exile.
Cool. Right, so yeah, you get communication, etiquette, or intelligence heraldry. This is on page 16, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, by heraldry, what do they mean by that?
Knowing family crests and stuff.
Yeah, it will be like, you know.
Yeah, no, that I don't think. To be honest, I've been taught etiquette, but being able to actually be able to do it wouldn't work for my character. So yeah, I'm going to go for heraldry. I'm totally turning into Arya Stark in this. This is scary.
Essentially. Okay, and then Rebecca, you are going to take exile.
I'm going to take exile because I was torn between the two, so we're not the same, and I'm going to take intelligence, cultural law to basically to kind of show that I do know this shit.
Yeah.
I'm just not part of it anymore.
Cool. That's great. Everyone now has classes. Everyone is awesome. Has everyone got class? I have not missed anyone out, have I?
We don't have class. We have class.
No, so background.
We're not classy people.
Social class. You have social class, not class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Now we're going to do class.
Okay.
So, just to explain for everyone, Fantasy Age has 3 classes. You are either a mage, a rogue, or a warrior, I believe it's referred to, or is it fighter? Warrior. They pretty much all explain what they do. You have lots of freedom within there. Just bear in mind the only thing that there is that you have no freedom over is that if you want to have magic, you have to pick mage.
No.
So, I suppose.
I'm good.
Suppose we'll do this one at a time. Chris.
I am a warrior.
Excellent.
I thought you wanted to have magic weapons, so you would need to be a mage.
No, warrior. No. Me and Chris have already discussed this.
It's literally this one cool trick that she does. That annoys all the actual mages. She can't do any actual magic, but she can summon a few specific weapons out of the ether.
Awesome.
Which is essentially the way that we're gonna work this, is that there'll be a few weapons that he has that he can just summon to his hand.
Yeah. Only Cherry is a lady, but other than that, yes.
Yeah. It's basically, instead of carrying weapons, he just summons them out of thin air. I thought it was quite a cool little effect to allow him to have it. Cool.
So, let's see, I have 32 health.
Starting health roll.
Yeah.
Wait, you start with 30 plus Constitution plus 1d6. Did you have one Constitution? Yeah.
I have no Constitution.
Wonderful.
And I rolled 2 because I'm really good at that.
Cool. You can see what you get there. Weapons groups and starting talents. You become a novice in 2 of the following talents.
Yes, so that's going to be both dual weapon style and two-handed weapon style, I think. I'm going to double check the requirements for those.
Cool. I'll allow you to go do that while I work with the next person. I will jump to Erin.
Hello. I think I want to be a rogue.
Cool. So that means you'll have no magic.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Cool.
I'll miss it. It's cool.
Cool. Do we actually have anyone who's taking Mage?
Yeah, I'm taking Mage.
We only need one mage, as long as they're a good mage.
Well, it depends what type of mage she wants to be.
Oh, this is the point where my noble character starts having some really, really bad things.
Okay, is anyone else picking Rogue while we're at it?
Yeah, me.
Okay, so both of you two listen up.
Yep.
Your starting health is 25 plus Constitution plus 1d6. If you want to follow along on this, we are on page 22 of the Fantasy AG book.
25. What's 28 plus 6? 34. Yeah. Where? Nice.
Okie dokie. So you both got starting health. Weapon groups. You are able to use brawling, light blades, staves, and no, you can't use that black powder because there is no black powder. And bows. Actually, 2 seconds because we have class modifications from the other book. Starting group weapons for rogues are blaster pistols, brawling, light blades, staves, and either blaster long arms or bow.
What do you say, Stu? Blaster pistol staves.
I've got to say, I'm really sorry, but I want a light blade and a bow.
Okay, so just to read that again, blaster pistols, brawling, light blades, staves, and either blaster long arms or bows. So blaster long arms are your sniper rifle, laser weapon stuff, and bows are traditional bow and arrow.
Or laser bow, or whatever.
Maybe a laser bow if we do decide to do laser bows.
Laser bows.
I mean,
We just check these on our character sheets.
Brawling, heavy blades, spears, bludgeons, and blaster long arms.
With the primary and secondary abilities that comes up on the class, do we basically star the ones that we're primary in, or what?
I will let you know.
I think it's just for reference, like so you know.
What
I'm just gonna.
Because communication is going to be my absolute shite.
See, communication's gonna be my awesome one.
No, you're the talky rogue. I'm the one who's basically so crap at it. Well, I've not got any minuses, but I'm certainly not.
There's no need to like tick off or anything to primary abilities. It's just more for your reference when you're creating that character. Cool. And then class powers, you both get the following class powers. Pinpoint attack. Once per round, you can add 1d6 to the damage of a successful attack if your dexterity is greater than your opponent's.
Cool.
I'm just having a look whilst you're talking about it. Doesn't look like there's a particular modification for mages. We just don't really do the whole weapons and shit thing.
No, there's nothing in particular. Okay, and the other abilities that you get is you get Rogue's Armor. You're at home in leather armor. You can ignore armor penalty of leather armor altogether. It affects neither your speed nor your dexterity. 2 seconds, because just gonna double check. In this case, I suppose, because there is no leather armor, because we're doing Titan's Grave, it would be, I think, Scout's armor, I would imagine. To mementos.
Scout.
Yeah, Scout armor. So you'll get none of the penalties of scout armor. Which, yeah, there is none, basically. Cool, so that's that. I suppose there's no reason why we couldn't have leather armor in it.
And also, we become a novice in either contact, scouting, or thievery talents.
Yeah, you become a novice in one of the following talents: scouting, contacts, or thievery. So Erin would probably want, I'm going to guess contacts, but she'll probably go thievery because she's funny.
I'm funny. I was going to go thievery.
I know you so well.
Well, I mean, were you picking thievery or?
No, I was thinking about scouting.
Alright, cool.
I don't know, which sort of page are these on?
I will just look them up for you. Those are ability focuses. Talents. Talents are starting on page 42.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'll have a look and see what we've got for...
Cool. And then we'll hop over to Rebecca, who is building her mage.
Yeah. I'm just working it all out.
Of a skeleton. Yeah, I'm going to be in.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
So I take it you're pretty much all sorted with your mage. Cool.
I'm just trying to follow along. So, I've got to the point where I'm going through the actual things that you get at level 1. So I've got my arcane class, arcane device, magic training says I get 2 magic talents and 4 spells, but I still need to choose those at some point.
Yes, we'll come back to
that. Okay, cool.
I think we'll do your spells after.
I think I just need to choose my starting talent then. So I assume Chirurgy is kind of, if you're a priesty mage, obviously linguistics is languages, and law is knowing shit, so I'm going to guess I'm going to go with law.
Law. A novice, you have studied hard. When you make a successful intelligence test with a law focus, the GM should give you an extra piece of information on the topic. A law focus is any intelligence focus with the word law in it, such as cultural law or historical law. The GM determines the additional information, and it may or may not be pertinent to the main question at hand.
Cool.
Cool. So everyone now has class.
Well, yeah, basically.
Cool. That we don't have to worry about. So starting money. Let's go straight to starting money.
When?
So if you are an outsider, does Titan's Grave have its own thing? No, it uses the same system, which is great. Yeah, so if you are... Is anyone an outsider, social class-wise?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Oh. What, you?
I am. Yep.
Oh, how can you be upper class but an outsider?
Because something happened and I'm not upper class anymore.
I'm not upper class anymore. I've still got upper class.
Yeah, but it's more about your history of things. So you would have left more recently, whereas Rebecca would have left ages ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It does specifically say someone in your family did something so bad, so...
Cool. So as an outsider...
I had to do a run and leave everything behind sort of movement.
Cool. Because, right, so starting money-wise for you, you have 15 silver pieces plus 3d6. 15 plus 3d6 silver pieces, I should say. So I'll leave that with you. Anyone lower class?
I think tradesperson is lower class. Yes, tradesperson is lower class.
Bad.
So you are 25 plus 3d6?
6, 8, 33.
Cool. Middle class, I believe Erin was. You are 50 silver pieces plus 3d6. And lastly, Emma. You are upper class, you get 100 plus 3d6.
12. 62.
Oh, that's nice.
62 silver pieces.
Yep, 110.
Cool, and back to... okay, so starting equipment-wise, okay, characters begin to play with the following. You have a backpack, traveler's garb, and a water skin. If you are a mage, you get one weapon and an arcane device. So your arcane device is... your arcane device is what you focus your magic through. And you can have any weapon in either... Because you can have any weapon in either the Fantasy AGE book, which is on page later on. Weapons are on page 56 or on page 22 of the Titan's Grave book.
Cool. I will have a look at that in case there are some really funky things in the stage, but given my options are hitting people with my hands or hitting them with a stick, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to work some sort of stuff out.
That's just where you don't have negatives going against you, essentially.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, if you are a rogue, you get light leather armor and 2 weapons. Let me just see if that's changed at all. Last start of the variable starting talents. No, warrior, Chris, you can add blaster weapon styles to your list of available talents if you wanted it.
Yeah, not as a talent, no. Also, it turned out I'm not strong enough to specialise in two-handed weaponry, so I've specialised in spears instead, alongside dual wielding.
Cool. Yes, if you're rogue, you'll get light leather armor, which is, I can get the stats for you in a second. And 2 weapons, again in the Fantasy AG book on page...
3 as a warrior.
I need to fucking mark down these pages better. Page 56 of the main book, Fantasy AG book, or page 22 of the Titan's Grave book. If you are a warrior, you get you don't get heavy leather armor. You'll get
scout armor.
Scout armor.
For fun.
And 3 weapons.
Yeah.
Which are your weapons that you will do. If any of you choose bow or crossbow, you will get a quiver with 20 arrows or bolts. And if you have the weapons and shield talent, you get a medium shield, which I don't think anyone got. And if all starting characters also start with 3 Fulgin batteries, Fulgin.
Fulgin batteries?
Yes.
From what I remember you saying of this before, is it 100 copper per silver, 100 silver per gold?
I believe that's the system. Allow me just to double check.
See, I'm looking at everything I bought last time, and I'm just sort of trying to work out if I want to just buy mostly the same set of equipment.
Take 2 seconds. 1 gold piece equals 10 silver pieces, and 10 silver pieces equal 100 copper pieces.
Okay, cool.
Have we got scout armor or light battle armor?
You will get light leather armor.
What's that equate to in Titan's Grave though?
It's not been replaced in Titan's Grave. It's additional to Titan's Grave.
Oh, okay.
I'm an idiot.
Okay. I want a bow and a sword, but I don't think they do have like laser swords, do they?
No, not. I mean, we could say it's a very funky sword, but it's not going to be a laser sword.
So, long sword.
And then once everyone's sort of done that, we can move on to the last few things. Oh, if anyone wants to do buying of any other stuff for their character, and if there's anything you particularly want and cannot afford, let me know, and I'll see what we can do about that. Like, if anyone wanted cybernetic bits but can't afford them, I may be willing to be a generous GM if you have good backstory.
Yeah, I definitely want cybernetics. I want shitty cybernetics, but I want cybernetics.
That'd be quite cool. Do I want anything particular?
Where's the armor?
Do you remember on page 22 of Titan's Grave there is new equipment and stuff added in?
Yeah, I'll double check that, but...
I'm thinking I might want to get a blaster pistol as well.
Entirely up to you.
I've got over 100 gold pieces, silver pieces to spend, so you know, just because.
But you don't have to spend all of your money.
Well, you know.
Are you munching away there, Droobies?
Yep.
Do you say they get 2 weapons for free as a starting thing? As a rogue?
Yeah.
There you go. Lovely. Yes, good, cool. I've gone for a heavy blaster and a rapier.
Cool. What kind of bard are you playing?
The swash.
One that runs again.
Yeah, I have my own pub. I need to protect my pub.
Can I take from the Titan's Grave book the extending pole and use that as my quarterstaff?
Let me just read.
It literally just says it's a pole that can extend.
Yeah, I'll allow it. If you want to take an extending pole arm thing, like if there's an extending quarterstaff.
Yeah.
I think it's quarterstaff, isn't it?
And that's all my money. Yay.
I'm just gonna look into. Is there instruments for Erin? Because if she's a bard, I imagine she's gonna want instruments.
I'm just buying a load of bags and pouches. That backpack. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see which ones are copper pieces, gold pieces, or silver pieces in the price.
Yeah. How much is the satchel?
Clothes and fashion.
Oh, that's kind of hilarious. I spent all my money on extending poles. I don't even have the 1 extra credit to own a watch. I literally just ran for my life.
Oh, there are musical instruments. Excellent.
Yay!
Right, what do I actually want to get? So I've got 70, 80, 95, so I have got 15 XP left.
Right. I'm basically going to buy back a lot of the stuff I had last time.
So, all of the wine then?
All of the wine.
So,
all of like.
So rather than having a bookshop full of wine, you've now got a tavern full of books.
I was going to say, I'm going to have the same starting thing as well, where basically we can have my pub exploded at some point, and I'm like, God damn it, now I have to go on an adventure to get everything back.
Documents, games, RPGs.
I'm going to get a mobile phone.
How many copper pieces is one silver piece? Is it 10 equals 1 silver piece?
Copper.
Wait.
10 silver is 1 gold.
1 gold piece equals 10 silver pieces. 10 silver pieces equal 100 copper pieces.
Okay, so 90 copper.
Oh, that means... Right, okay.
Yeah, so it's all on 10, because if
Yeah.
10 silver pieces equal 100 copper, then 1 silver equals 10.
You said that in the most roundabout way, Drew.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way it leads it in the book.
It's a bit,
Yeah. What was... Yes, I'm going to continue doing this. So, Rebecca, if you on the Facebook chat, I've just sent or I am sending the spell sheet for spells.
Cool.
And basically, print that off at some point, because then you don't actually have to write out your spells. You can just tick a box.
24 copper.
That is useful, but I will have a look at the spell list there and
because this is the spell list, I have it in front
pick
of
some spells. Ah, there are many spells.
So then you have it.
I pick 4, don't I?
Essentially, the way it works is you pick... Let me just go to the spell. So I'm going to show out Rebecca's spells while everyone else is shopping, because I believe Rebecca, is being the poorest character, has spent all of her money.
Yeah, and I spent it all on making my quarterstaff extend, and that was 20 silver pieces. I started with 29.
Excellent.
That was all my money.
I just bought a calculator and a watch, and that's all my money.
So spells and magic in this game works much like all other talents work in this game. You have 3 tiers of your magic, which is your novice, your journeyman, and then your expert level.
Cool.
I'm sure I said that completely and horribly wrong. But anyway, so essentially the way it works is there are, if we go to page 66 of the main book, the Fantasy Age book. You have... so level 1 Mage begins the game with the novice degree in 2 magic talents. Each of these paths will give the mage 2 spells, so a starting character will begin the game with 4 spells. So essentially...
Right, so it's two talents, and then you get both of the novice spells for each of the 2 talents.
Yes, if you go through the arcanas, the various arcanas, they will show you like all of the spells that you get.
Cool.
At the various degrees. You'll start with the first 2 spells, and then when you go to Journeyman in 1, you'll get the 3rd spell in that area, and then you'll get the next one as well.
Cool. I feel like I should take Healing Arcana, because it's literally the only way you get healing magic in the game, and otherwise you will all die. But yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. It's entirely up to you.
I don't have to. I'm deciding what Arcana makes most sense with the background. It might be like the most evil sounding one and the healing. I don't know.
Cool, and then there is some stuff to do with your magic points and whatnot.
Cool.
But that's basically it.
What's the price for the wine?
Right, I'm leaving myself some money. Cool. So I might have like tons of shite.
Bear in mind you have to carry the tons of shite.
Yeah, it's not like really heavy shit.
Let's see, 60, 70, 84, 94, 99.
I am a halfling with spear specialist, so I can stab people between other people's legs.
Oh, that's adorable. I am very good with lost leaves and I'm a little tiny lizard that shoots people. It's going to be great. I've just spent a load of money on slippers, spare clothes, and wine. It's going to be.
Is this all your fantasy age characters, Erin? Are they just going to be drunks?
Drunks. All of them are drunks. It's 113. 87 copper left from that. And then I've spent 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sort of necessary stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, you aren't getting healed.
Fair enough.
What magics have you picked?
I have went for divination and lightning because it was I was torn between lightning and fire for the background, but I think lightning's a little bit different enough because I have actually watched the show. I'm trying to make sure.
I do like divination.
Much Lemley. It fits with kind of backgroundy stuff, I think. Whereas a lot of the other, that kind of sphere of like mystical shit was a little bit too nice.
Cool. Have you done your magic points yet?
No.
Cool.
I have to go back to the.
No, it's fine. I've got it here. Your magic points equal 10 plus willpower plus 1d6.
Cool. I'll roll that d6 now then. So I got a 4. Willpower actually was good, so that's going to be relatively decent.
Cool. And then spell power, I believe, is the last thing that we have to determine.
Cool.
Part of me really wants cybernetic eyes now I'm looking at this.
No, actually, no, we don't. That's the thing.
Cool.
How many spells are making a con?
Cybernetic eyes don't really cost that much either. Like.
It's per eye. Probably.
No, yeah, we do have to do spell power. So your spell power is 10 plus willpower, plus if you have the arcane focus, which I don't believe you do.
No, I've got an arcane device, but I don't think I have arcane focus yet. I think that's a later on skill.
I think that's a later thing, yeah.
So 10 plus willpower.
10 plus willpower.
Cool.
Is how mighty you are in magic. Just basically determines how powerful your magics are and how easy they are to resist.
Cool.
Cool. So, how's everyone else doing?
Good. Very good. I have a little bit of money left to maybe spend.
I've still got money, but I'm going to keep it.
Cool. Right. Let's. So everyone's done then.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're gonna continue on the making the characters, which I believe is when we get to the only bit I've not done because I haven't had a team of people around to do this with. Oh no, wait, no, we've got to do defense. So defense is the one final we need to carry characters is defense. Defense measures how hard it is to hit your character. In combat, the higher the defense, the better. Calculate defense as follows. Your defense equals 10 plus dexterity plus shield bonus, which no one has a shield, so that's fine.
I can use my sword as a shield. because I took dual wield specialist, and that's how that works.
Okay, so does that count as a light shield or a medium shield?
It's just +1.
Yeah, so it's +1 bonus, yeah. Nice. Everyone got defense?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, name your characters.
Wait, sorry.
Ready to go
What was the
back to
defense
the
thing?
Elven
I
name
totally
page
wasn't.
to actually come up with something.
And then
What was that thing about defense? I totally wasn't listening.
its defense is 10 plus dexterity and any shield bonuses if you have a shield, which I don't think you do.
No. Well, 13, so that's not bad.
Cool, and then you need to name your character, Erin. Not name your
my
character,
God.
Erin. Name your character something for the person who is called Erin. So if everyone names their character Erin, this gets really confusing.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
have surnames. It'll be fine.
Should I just call my character Erin? I think it would be pretty funny.
There is literally,
No.
I'm sure earlier, there is literally a page on,
Names.
you know, the race.
Oh,
So it's what the
the
race is.
races.
Go on
It's
to
got
ra-
names.
yeah, if you go on to races, it's got a list of names. You can also use the internet for character generation, character random
creative.
generator things. Or you could be creative and name your own character.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, I'm
really?
not good at that.
Or name it after the best games master you've ever had, which is me. So just call it Drew.
Yeah, but again, that gets really confusing. If we all talk about, you know, calling our characters Drew, then it'll just get really confusing again.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
It's also not a great name for a lady halfling. So.
Or a halfling, half lizard.
Halfling
That's
metal.
alright for lizards.
What other saurian names like?
Lizardling.
Lizard name.
Oh.
Lizardling. You've got a halfling lizard, haven't you?
Fractional lizard.
So what you do is you take the names and name list and just change some of the vowels, and then it becomes your own name that you made up.
See, I quite like the Elder Scrolls sort of naming for the lizard people. What are they called? My brain's
Skooma.
gone over.
School.
No,
Onions.
like onions. There we go. Thank you, Chris. Because there's like seasol colours, which I think is a great name. Just like the long sentence descriptive type names.
Cool.
Caught with pants.
Is everyone naming their characters?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's like two people haven't spoken there.
It'll do.
That's a brilliant name for a character.
That's right. You're like the tavern person. You can always have a comedy nickname.
Wench.
No, she's not the tavern wench.
Not mine.
She owns
I own the inn. It's mine.
Everyone could just call
Are
you
you
the
saying
landlady.
tavern wenches can't own taverns?
Yeah. That if you own it, you're the landlady.
You can still be a wench.
Oh.
I linked the page with all of the Argonian names on it.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm loading it up.
The Argoni style name I've got would be Reaches Places.
What?
We have Scouts Many Marshes. Deep in his cup, so you
Common
can have deep in
nickname would
her
be
cups.
Reaches Places.
You could totally like have some like from Skyrim, like there was cat face, so you could have lizard face, scarf tail, things like thunder, raven biter, hauls ropes faster. There's got to be some funnier ones.
Have you found an Argonian name?
Oh, I like this one.
Like
You should be
Astarian
called.
name. I think those are in the.
You should be called
The
either
Dark
drinks
Grey
with crabs or
Dolphins.
drinks with toes.
Yeah, I linked it on the Facebook chat.
I want something to do with me being really short because I'm a tiny little lizard.
Short ass wench.
Stands on stools.
Well,
Ah.
hands on stools is actually very good. Yeah, that might be it. Because I was going for like Reaches High Places or something like that, but Stands on Stools is pretty good.
Has everyone got a name now?
Yep.
And then my nickname can be Stools, which is a terrible, terrible nickname.
Cool, you got names. That's what I care about. Because now we can move on to the bit that I haven't been able to do yet because I haven't had a group of people. So now your characters are almost ready to go. Before you jump into your first adventure, take a few minutes to think about your character's goals and what ties they might have to other characters in the group. Even if you're made your character on your own, it's a good idea to take these last steps together. Setting up goals and ties as a group will allow you to riff off of each other and come up with ideas that are complementary. So, goals. Your character can have any number of goals, but try to come up with at least 3. Goals usually have something to do with why your character became an adventurer in the first place. It's not a common calling after all, and certainly not a safe one. These driving forces often translate into 1 or more goals. When making your list, try to come up with a mix of short-term goals and long-term goals. Short-terms are things you want to focus on now, and long-terms goals size and scope that may require years or even decades of struggle. A good GM, not me, will take your goals into account when running the game and make to make the GM work. Basically, come up with some stuff that you're like, some goals, some short-term goals and some long-term goals for your character. So things they want immediately now and things they want in the future and work towards. For example, I'm trying to figure out which one you'll care. So, like, Rebecca might want to become the most powerful mage ever in existence. That would be a long-term goal. A short-term goal might be she wants to master a particular spell.
Do we have to tell you these now?
You don't necessarily have to tell me them now, but if you could note them down, if you want to tell me them now, feel free to, and if you want to, you can message me on Facebook with your goals and stuff.
I need to come up with a super short-term one.
Get drunk.
Yeah, that is super short-term.
That's why you're in the pub.
I've got quite noble goals, in all honesty.
Well, we should do the noble.
I don't know.
You do understand, my goal this game is to out-noble you.
Yeah,
That is basically what my character exists.
Well, my first goal is to escape from someone's clutches forever, which, to be honest, is a short-term goal and a long-term goal of ensuring that that keeps happening. There's another one which is basically exploring a new place to learn all about it. So that's helped with scouting. And number 3 is to ensure liberty and emancipation for all abused or neglected people, because I'm a good person. I don't care about... So noble in not that sense of the word. Honourable. And then number 4 is going to be probably get better at something, but I don't know what. Get better at talking to people.
Is get out of town a good short-term goal? Or are we going to be adventuring a lot in the town?
You're going to start adventuring, so don't have anything like that.
Okay.
Can we start with 5 goals?
You can start with as many goals as you
I will
want.
do down
As you
to
want,
3.
really.
There's one could be considered quite short-term.
I've got 2. Get better at talking to people and make some money or get a job. They're quite short-term goals. Get better at not sucking at talking.
I am playing the Angst Magnet, so,
Where?
I went... Yep. So my goals are to restore my family's honour, to dance again, because part of the concept of my character is that whatever event happened, which I will work out with Drew at some point when you're not all here, that caused me to, and probably the whole family, to not be noble anymore and now be exiled, is my fault. And in the process of it happening, I lost my leg, which is why I have really, really shitty cybernetics that don't allow me to dance. So my second goal is to be able to dance once again, because I used to be a debutante and do all the balls and bullshit. And then my final goal is 1 good night's sleep, which is probably why I'm at the pub, drinking so I don't have nightmares.
That
Cherry
is
Meadow
so
Brooks.
angsty and crap.
Yeah.
Yay! It's my turn. You always play like the noble Angst Magnet.
Cherry Meadowbrook's long-term goals are to work out the source of her power, and also to learn to use it better and summon even more weapons. And her short-term goal is to either pay off or escape her mob debts.
That's cool.
Cool. So has everyone got goals?
Not especially.
Cool.
I've decided one of my goals should be to make a name for myself and try and change my nickname, because Stands on Stools isn't the best name ever. So I want to try and change my name by going out and accomplishing something vaguely brave, and potentially just have a chance to see the world. But I don't. Other than that, I'm not really sure. I haven't thought this character through especially well.
Well, if you're playing the innkeeper, are you the innkeeper because like you wanted to own a pub, or did it sort of just become your responsibility?
It just kind of became my responsibility.
You can
somehow.
one of your goals be making it someone else's responsibility.
No, I like having the pub. I'm just sick of everyone like picking on me for being short. I like the pub. The pub's not the problem.
It's just all the customers.
I was also like thinking, because I've got quite unusual parentage, that I want to try and find my real parents.
You were raised by bears.
I was raised by bears, and I want to find my real parents.
Raised by bears from whom you inherited a pub.
Mhm.
Yeah, the bear pub. The pub's called the Two Bears.
Why were you raised by bears?
Just because my parents were too embarrassed to admit that they'd created this weird little playing yard.
Basically, Asarian didn't want to admit that he...
Done it with
Yeah.
I mean, to Asarian, that's a proper runt.
Yeah.
That's very, very tiny Sarian.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, we have a choice now, which is basically next we should be talking about ties, but really we should probably be doing this when Anna is here. Now, I've just spoken to Anna. She's probably going to be about another half an hour or so. So I don't know whether you guys, whether we want to take a half an hour break, we'll come back, we'll get Anna up to the point where you guys are and finish off.
It might take a while for her to gen up, to be honest.
It shouldn't take too long if I'm only doing Anna. It shouldn't take too long.
Yeah.
It does mean that, like, if you guys all can come back, we can actually do the first bit of Titan's Grave, because the first bit of Titan's Grave is just asking questions.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So should we take a half an hour break and come back at about 7:20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to stop the broadcast and then start a new one up then, so that we can go continue on character gen and then first bit of session?
Because if we're not
having it open.
If we're gonna have an actual break, there's no point just leaving the stream on for half an hour.
Yeah, there's no point leaving the stream on for half an hour. So stop it now. We'll put it back on in half an hour. We'll do Anna's character creation, and then we'll do the first bit of Titan's Grave.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. I'm going to go eat something.
Cool. So if anyone wants to message me about their character and everything in the next half an hour, or if anyone wants to do any more buying of equipment and stuff, feel free to do that. If anyone's got any questions, let me know on Facebook, and I will get back to you. And otherwise, if not, I'll see you again in about half an hour or so.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably going to be people watching this video, so they can always subscribe to your channel and all that shit, and shameless plugging and wow. But
shameless plug.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. Yeah. Cool.
So,
okay.
I can't plug. I'm on an iPad. I can't have an overlay. So just follow links from Emma's channel to Making LARP and Dungeons and Drinkings. I'm sure at some point.
Why are you linking it to me? They don't need to link it to me, because it'll be on my channel.
True.
Yeah.
You've probably got a link there on your channel to mine though.
Yeah.
And then if you And then I don't know if you want to come and check out me and Erin. We've done some gaming stuff previously. There might be some more stuff going up on there.
Just follow me on Twitter.
And you can follow Erin on Twitter and stuff.
Yep.
Things.
Right.
Yeah. These are cool people. They make cool things.
Okay, right. I'll stop the broadcast and then we'll start a new one up for part 2. Right.